And the grift has started. Donald Trump just made $22 million taking in an investment from a Chinese cryptocurrency mogul who's in his early 30s that when he wasn't investing in Donald Trump's company, bought a $6 million banana taped to a wall as an art piece and then ate it. And now he's lined the pockets and basically has bought himself a part of a president. I'm Michael Popok. You're on Legal AF, the YouTube channel. I'm here talking about Justin's son and him putting money into the cryptocurrency platform that's owned and controlled by Donald Trump, his three sons, including Barron Trump. They're entitled to 70% of any investment that comes in. And he made an investment of over $30 million, and now it's in the pocket of Donald Trump. And if you thought that's where it ends, that's all that Donald Trump and his family are going to make while he's president, think again. New reporting out there is that Donald Trump's family doesn't care about ethics. We don't need an ethics code because technically, legally, the president of the United States is not subject to a criminal or civil ethics code. And so neither are his businesses. He doesn't have to put things in a blind trust. He doesn't have to sell off assets. And he's not making anybody in his cabinet do it either. And if you thought that Donald Trump wasn't all in on crypto and won't be making American policy, not in your best interest, but in the best interest of Donald Trump's crypto wallet, think again. First of all, he just made a pick for the Securities and Exchange Commission. He picked a crypto hawk, somebody that loves crypto. Sure, Atkins had been on the Securities and Exchange Commission through George Bush originally, and he's reasonably conservative. The markets liked him, but there's a reason crypto's going crazy right now, and $100,000 Bitcoin has already been hit. It's because they see the SEC is meddling and interfering with their crypto fortunes, and they want them out of it. And this guy that just got picked for the SEC, he's pro-crypto. And so is the Trump family. Eric Trump is on his way to Saudi Arabia, where he's attending a conference whose title is The Golden Era of Bitcoin is Upon Us. Right. And this is the two ways you can buy a president right now. Through foreign investment in Donald Trump's Truth Social, publicly traded company, right? Anybody can buy it. You can't make foreign donations to a campaign, but you can buy stock in the candidate's company. And crypto. The darkest of the dark web monetary transactions are conducted in crypto, and now you too can buy a president. If you think he's making decisions, Donald Trump, in your best interests, think again, American public and those that voted for him. He's only going to be making decisions based on his pocketbook and his family's fortune. He's got a short amount of time to do it. He's only got 4 years. He knows he doesn't have 8 years. He's got to hurry up. It's like one of those game shows where they let you into a vault and you have 20 seconds to grab as many floating dollars and $100 bills that are flying around as you can. That's Donald Trump over the next 4 years in the White House with his family. First time around, the family was like, well, maybe we shouldn't be invested with foreign sovereign wealth with countries trying to buy into a Trump organization, or don't do it so openly. Now they're like, fuck it. Sorry, that's French. Screw it. Screw it. You know how many deals were signed by Eric Trump on the way into the election, the last 2 weeks of the election? 5 major deals. Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, India. And he's got his eyes on the Middle East and Israel and other places too. I'm not talking about the war room or a giant NATO map. I'm talking about the places where Donald Trump's going to be invested and be paid money so they can influence American policy. This must be the wet dream of our allies and of our enemies. They can buy into the presidency. Holy schmagoli. And it shouldn't shock anybody. I mean, we've been watching it was a kleptocracy where he stole anything that was nailed down the first time around. The family made $500 million while they were in office and on the way out. Our framers and our founding fathers, they thought, let's write into the Constitution that you can't directly get paid and make payments or bribes when you're in office. That'll do it. Yeah, that won't do it. They never envisioned the American people electing a multi-billionaire evil genius who just wanted to use the presidency as a way to make money and as a grift. They never envisioned that. So there's no real way to protect them. And the Supreme Court just bent over, right? Bent over, kissed the ring, and whatever else happened to support Donald Trump in its worst criminal propensity. No ethics code applies. No need to put anything in a blind trust. Just Eric Trump is running everything. Who believes that? Who doesn't believe that every morning Donald Trump's not having a staff meeting about his assets? And now he controls the regulators. Hooray for the Trumps. Boo for the American people. Office of Foreign Asset Control, OFAC, that's under the Treasury. That's a Trumper. OFAC will be headed by a Trumper. So if you invest in foreign assets, it has to get screened to make sure we don't have corruption. That's gone. Say goodbye to that. Goodbye. You have billions in dollars in cryptocurrency. Well, our audience doesn't, but Trump does, and Musk does, and the cabinet secretary Howard Lutnick does. And you have all that. You're going to love our Securities and Exchange Commission pick because he loves crypto. Shocking. Shocking. You don't like to pay taxes? We're going to hollow out and defund the Internal Revenue Service. I always hated that. I'm talking like Donald Trump now. I always hated that one. Let's get rid of that one. Right? How are we going to fund the government? No, don't worry about it. We'll tax cut our way to fund the government. Does that make any sense to anybody that's ever had to balance a household checkbook? Doesn't make any sense to me. Right? We'll bring in less and less dollars and we'll spend less too, but we'll bring in less and somehow we'll balance the budget. Okay. And while you're at it, let's make every decision that benefits the Trump family. This guy I told you about at the top of this hot take, Justin Sun, the guy that ate the $6 million banana that he bought because he can. Think about the suffering in this world. Think about the children literally who are starving during this hot take. Think about those children. And this guy bought a $6 million art piece, which is an infamous art piece of anti-art art, which is a piece of duct tape with a banana. Well, it's a recurring banana. They keep replacing the banana because it spoils. And then he bought it and he ate it. But not before he took $30 million and gave it to the Trump family in their new world liberty cryptocurrency platform, whose spiritual head is Barron Trump, the 18-year-old at New York University. Anybody see anything wrong with this? We spent years trying to keep dark money out of politics, foreign money out of politics. And now Donald Trump, first thing he does is he puts it all back in. So here's the headline. If you expected Donald Trump to comply with an ethics code in his business dealings, forget it. If you're worried about a president selling his soul and American values and policies on the altar of his greed, you got it. That's what we're watching. So we here on Legal AF, hit that blue subscribe button here on Legal AF. Expose it, talk about it, nail it, train our sights on it, and file lawsuits related to it. We're going to be lurching from one constitutional crisis to another on a weekly basis when the Trump administration comes in. Take take your seasickness pills, strap in. It's going to be choppy. Okay. That's all I can tell you, because we're going to have to file suit after suit after suit after suit, public record request after public record request about the Trump family and the grift, and oppose it and sue over it and challenge the Supreme Court to do the right thing. And if they don't, continue to file. Got to fire these lawsuits out like out of a fire hose. One of them will work. One of them will get through, and we'll do it all over again. Thank you for joining me here. If you like Michael Popok, I don't know why I'm talking about myself in the third person. Follow me on Tuesday nights, a new show on 8 p.m. Midas Touch Network. It's called Popok Live. About 45 minutes to an hour, unfiltered, just me, law and politics. Join me there. Wednesdays and Saturdays, the Midas Touch Network, Legal AF. And then here on the new Legal AF YouTube channel, where we sit at the intersection of law and politics and bring it to you straight. We don't blow smoke or sunshine. I'm glad you're here. I'm Michael Popok, and I'm reporting. In collaboration with the Midas Touch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories, the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.